Hey guys, in today's video, I'm actually talking. I really want to do more talking videos because I'm tired of doing voiceovers and I don't know. I just want to talk to you guys. I want to show my personality more. So today we're going to be doing this look and doing more because I'm not sure how the whole look's going to turn out yet because I haven't gotten to do it yet. So we're going to do it together. So make sure you subscribe at the button down below and like this video because I want to get monetized soon and I'm having an issue with the watch time and the views. It's probably because I don't get on camera and talk, so I'm definitely doing a change in my content starting now. So definitely subscribe if you haven't already, turn the notification bell on so you don't miss any of my videos. And yeah, so I do want to tell you guys, I was on TikTok live and I was having the worst time coming up with the look because I was just like having so many issues with the products that I was using. I ended up making this work, but I am gonna let you guys know like my honest opinions of it. And I first tried the Prolux Miami palette and it's just like the shimmers they're all darker than the other shades. So I'm definitely gonna do an all matte look because the mattes were wonderful in that palette. So that is what happened. I just wanted to vent. So let's just get right into it. I need a drink. I'm sorry if you guys hear my, oh goodness. I'm sorry if you hear my computer, the fan. I'm sorry if you hear the AC, but I'm really hot right now. I've been dealing with my allergies all day and I had to take Benadryl, so it makes me a little bit hot. But yeah, and I do want to go into I'm a host on Spin, basically go live and talk about products and you get really good deals on them. So I'll leave a link down below if you would like to, you know, join and come live, come on my lives whenever I'm live. So I'll leave a link down there for that. I just wanted to go into a little bit of detail about that. But let's just get into the makeup right now because it is 8:17 at night and I work tomorrow at 7:30. So I have to make breakfast for in the morning and everything. Love that for me. Okay, so we are actually going to just place this on our eyelid in no specific spot. Just the littlest bit. You don't need a lot of this stuff. Like, I don't know why people like paint it on their eyelids because they really don't need that much. But I highly recommend this. My mirror's over here, so I'm looking over there. I highly recommend this eyeshadow base because of the fact that it's really, really, really good at making eyeshadows doable. I feel like if it wasn't for this base, I wouldn't be able to use the eyeshadow palette that I used today. So that is that. And you don't need to set this with any powder or anything because it does self-set, but it also is still sticky enough for you to be able to get the pigment from eyeshadows that you want. I am going to take you can see there's a little line. I'm going to take the P89 brush from Sigma and I'm going to blend it out just a little bit to make sure we don't have any excess product because that Sigma 3D sponge does not absorb any product. Okay, so the palette that we're going to go in with today is the e.l.f. Retro Paradise palette. I know that this is Valet Lauren on YouTube. I'll put her YouTube in the eye above. I know that she collaborated with e.l.f. and a couple of other influencers on this palette because they won, I think it's Beautyscape with e.l.f. last year. So they created this palette and I'm going to go into the shade Tropicana, which is the purple right there. And I'm going to put that in my crease. I'm obsessed with this shade. I'll put this shade all over my lid just to do like a matte purple smoky pastel eye. I really want to do that actually, but you know, summer's almost over, so I think I lost my opportunity to do that this year, but I might do it anyway still because who's gonna tell me I can't? No one. So I'm gonna dip into that shade and you can actually, no, this is how I messed up last time. I'm glad I caught myself because that's what I did first time. Okay, so these actually need to be built up from darkest to lightest. Okay, so I'm actually gonna go in with the shade Coconut and I'm going to pack that on my crease first. I messed up and did the lightest colors and then try to pack them on there and it didn't work out at all for me, so I'm going to go in with that color first. Actually, I'm so happy that I caught that because I did this look 4 times before I actually got it right. Like, look at the pigmentation if you use this base. Like, I really think this base assists in the pigmentation of this product. And I enjoyed it. And I'm sorry if you hear loud music. I live in an area that people always blast their music and be speeding down the road. But yeah, I have not used this palette before today and I thought it was gonna be a lot better. Like, I thought it was gonna feel kind of like the what is it called? The bite-sized eyeshadow palette from e.l.f., but it wasn't. And I was kind of disappointed. But I am now gonna go in with that shade Tropicana and pop that above the coconut shade to blend it out in the crease. That is what I did. The 4 times I used this palette, that's what I did. Okay. Yes, I just blended it out like this because I feel like this palette did not perform well whenever I was actually trying to go lightest, like just put down my transition shade and deepen it that way. I feel like this palette did not work out like that at all. And I was getting really frustrated to where I like kind of wanted to cry, you guys. Like I was upset. I can't lie. I was pretty annoyed and I was regretting buying this palette until I was like, you know what, let me try it this way. And yeah, that's why I do one eye off camera. So it worked out completely fine. And then I went in with the shade Canvas and I pretty much set my brow bone and just blended out the purple even more. I really actually do love this color. I feel like this is like my perfect like matte highlight shade. But yes, if you do buy e.l.f. eyeshadows, I suggest the bite-sized eyeshadow palettes because they're much more velvety than these, and they perform way better in my opinion. But now we're gonna cut the crease, so we're just gonna use my P. Louise base in the shade Rumor 2. This is the only one I have. I do want to get the white one because I do want to start cutting my crease with that instead, just to see if it does intensify my eyeshadows. Where's the brush that I cut my crease with? There it is. So I'm gonna place some of this back on the back of my hand. And I am going to cut my crease. I've not been doing the look up, look down, look around thing anymore because of the fact that I like my cut creases to kind of hug my eye now. I don't know if I can talk while doing this. There we go. Okay, so I let my cut creases to kind of hug my eye now. Instead of, you know, being like half of my lid. I try to just put it right above where my creases stop on my eye instead of like, you know, doing where it transfer because of the fact that I don't have hooded eyelids. I say they're semi-hooded, like they're hooded to a point, but I do have 2 different eyelids because of the fact that I did get bitten in the face by a dog. So I feel like I cater to this side much more because this is my natural face on this side and the other one was assisted in aid. How it looks by a doctor. So kind of like just try to make this side always look like this side, even my eyebrow. And for eyebrows, I do have on the Benefit Precisely My Brow in the shade 4.5. And I'm gonna show you how I clean that up if I ever mess up like I just did. I did that same thing on the other eye. So I just take some of the coconut shade and erase it. It's all gone. Okay, so for my lid shade, we're using the shade Sip Sip, which is that blue right in the middle. And I was obsessed with the blues and the purples in this palette. Like I am obsessed completely. And I'm actually obsessed with the gold Rise and Shine too. So I'm interested to see what that looks like. But I want to do some color since, you know, it's almost fall. So we'll save all the gold and the bronzes and all that stuff for fall. So I'm going to spray my brush. This is a Derma Blend Set and Refresh Long Lasting Makeup Spray. I got it sent from L'Oreal one year, so it was pretty. And we're going to saturate our brush a lot. This is I have no clue. I think this is my sister's brush. Come get your brush, sis. And we're going to pop down in the middle of our lid. All the way up to the cut crease this time. Because I know sometimes I do a gradient horizontally. And this is more transparent than I thought it was going to be. Like, I feel like this shade is not as blue as it is in the pan. I feel like it's more like a baby blue rather than as blue as it looked in the pan, which I don't mind. Kind of like that it's a little bit lighter. Next, we're going with the shade Disco, and it's that purple at the bottom. And honestly, when I put this on, I almost had a heart attack because it's actually kind of duochrome. And this is probably one of my favorite shades in the palette. Just watch, guys. Like, look at this color. Oh wait, I didn't even pick up any. You guys ready? Like, look at this color. Like, look how pretty that is. I am obsessed with this color right here. So pretty, guys. These eyeshadows definitely do need to be saturated and wet when you apply them because I tried to apply them dry first and it was a little bit chalky, so they definitely perform better when they're wet. I need to super glue this. I don't know what happened. My brush just broke, but I'm done with it. I promise I'll fix it, or just give me a new one. And the next shade we're going in with is that green. It's been speaking to me ever since. The purple and the green are really speaking to me since I got this palette. It's called Baha Mar, and I really love this green, you guys. Like, it's so good. It has a lot of fallout, so definitely be aware of that. But fallout doesn't bother me because I don't do my eyeshadow first when I'm working with color. And I just blend it in that inner part that we left blank. And I'm kind of glad it's not as neon in the palette as in the palette, because I don't know, I didn't want to do a neon green because I just did a green look, you know. So I was interested in this because of the fact that it has a sheen to it, but it's not completely shimmer. It's kind of like more matte and shimmer. All right, and you see how we have a line right there? I just took my finger and coconut and I pretty much just patted it on top of Disco and the outer edge, and it blended in so nicely. Okay, so for eyeliner, we're taking the Yes Glitters eyeliner. This is waterproof and it is very, very black. And honestly, I tried to get off my hand and it would not come off. So I can actually show you guys. Okay, let me just show you guys. Swoop. And we're gonna let it dry. We're gonna do my eyeliner. I kind of want to do this TikTok, so I'm gonna do a TikTok right now.
So a lot of people I know, they're like, oh my god, Lauren, you must try so hard every day. You must spend hours on your eyeliner to get it right. I can't believe you do that. And I'm like, yeah, you're right. It takes me
Okay, so enough with the TikTok. Okay, so this eyeliner actually did something really weird. Okay, I think I just needed to shake it. Yeah. Okay, so that's okay now. They do a thicker line than I usually do. And I did mess up on this eye. So we're gonna clean it up with a makeup wipe because that's the easiest thing to do. And we're all cleaned up. So that eyeliner is really black, and like I said, does not budge at all. So definitely follow them on Instagram. I believe they're a small business. So if you want to support a small business besides mine, I'm just playing. But if you want to support a small business, definitely go check them out. I'll link everything down below. And for lashes today, we're using my friend's lashes. She just launched these. These are so pretty. I don't believe they have a name or anything, but she just has a whole bunch of different styles, and I will definitely leave them down below. Let me open them so they stop being reflection. I'll leave them linked down below. These are so pretty. She did give me a fuller pair, like 25mm length, and I don't wear those, so I'm gonna give those to my sister because she does wear those. So yeah, they're really pretty. I really like them. So I'm gonna pop these on and then we'll be back and do the face. Okay, so these lashes are actually really pretty. Like, I really like these. They're all really fluffy and hairy, and the hairs are like sporadic and going everywhere. Girl, I like these lashes. Like, I might have to get some more because these are actually like super pretty. I did have to cut some of the lash off, but I left them longer on the end so they can like elongate my eye. But I really do like these. Okay, for primer, we're gonna be using the Jewell for Deactivator Primer. I really love all of their primers actually. I don't dislike a one. I cannot stop using them, and honestly, I love this one the most. This one's my favorite. This was my top one out of all of them. And they're really, really silicone-like, but they're more like I want to say they're more gel than silicone. They're really soft. They smooth out my pores. They mattify. There's a glow one. There's this one. There's a hydrator. They just have such a good primer line. And I believe they're $10. They're a little bit pricier than, like, you know, a Maybelline Primary B or something. But I really love Jewell. I have not had anything from Jewell that I disliked at all. For foundation, I'm kind of limited because I did go to the beach and get really, really tan, and I got really, really burnt. We're using the PUR 4-in-1 Love Your Selfie foundation, and this is the shade TG4. And this is a shade TG4, and I don't like pumping stuff out on a plate, and I actually like that it has, like, you know, that. I know it's unsanitary for some people, but for me, I just feel like it's easier to do because my face is always clean whenever I apply makeup. So oh, that almost got on my black shirt. My face is always clean when I apply makeup, so like, what am I really worried about, like, honestly? Okay, so we're going to pounce that in with the Sigma 3D blender. I really love this foundation because, one, it's so full coverage. Two, it seems like I put a lot on, but you really don't even need this much. I just was being extra. I'm just blending out this foundation. It doesn't set too quickly, which I hate, stuff that sets super quick. Honestly, really inconvenient because then you have weird patches all over your face. This is the Kylie bronzer stick in the shade Bronze Tan, and honestly, it looks warmer on camera, but this is actually really cool tone, so I really like to contour with this. Okay, so I don't know why more people are not talking about these, because look how creamy it goes on. Like, I am obsessed with these things. Like, I really want another one in a warmer shade. I really like these. Like, I highly suggest these. This is like my favorite, and I'm not a cream contour type of girl or a cream bronzer or anything like that, but I cannot stop using this. I've used it like 4 times already, and I got it a week ago. So look how easy they blend out with a sponge. Like, and it is so natural. Like, I really love this. You can build it up. It's not patchy. It doesn't get muddy. And it just, I really like, I love this. Why do I seem so short? Maybe it's because I'm not sitting up straight. Yeah, I wasn't sitting up straight. Sorry, guys. These are like, I hate that these aren't talked about. Like these didn't launch or something. Like, I really, really like these. I believe she has 6 colors. She does have pretty deep shades, but she also has one for fair skin that's a little bit cooler. So I like that she did cater to every skin tone, honestly. I enjoy these so much. And for concealer, I'm just gonna go in with the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Hydrate in the shade C 9.5. And I'm not gonna go too heavy with it because this foundation is pretty thick, honestly. I've been concealing like this because I've been watching Robert Welts. I put his channel up above, and I don't really want to brighten too much, honestly, because I'm not in that type of mood, and I'm trying to just, you know, conceal my dark circles that I barely have anymore because I've been resting finally. But I do have dark circles from sinus issues, so that's why I kind of concentrated in the inner part of my eye to slim down my nose, because I do have those sinus issues and it's pretty dark. It gets pretty dark there. And then here is going to lift my face because I do have a round face. So it's going to like cut off basically my roundness, and it's going to lift my face, everything like that. It's kind of a trend right now, but I actually like this trend. Y'all, they made a new translucent powder shade. This is shade Honey. It's a banana powder basically. Okay, so it looks like this. It's really yellow, honestly, and I'm going to just make sure that my under eyes are not creased. And I'm gonna dab into it. I always try to dab into it and make it as even on the sponge as possible. And then I'm going to set. Oh, I love this. This is my new favorite, honestly. Oh my gosh. I love their translucent original, but since I did get a tan, I was like, I've been using the darker powders, and oh my gosh. Girl, I don't know who I'm talking to right now, but this is like, I love this color. And this weekend I get to meet Patricia Bright. You guys, I get to meet Patricia Bright. I'm so excited. I know they're having another event with I Love Sarahi, and it's like alcohol related, and I feel like, you know, I love tasting alcohol. I like testing alcohol. Like, I'll taste alcohol. Like, I want to go alcohol tasting one day. Like, just not wine. Wine gives me a headache. Like, I want to taste different, like, liquors. Like, I am a liquor person. Like, I don't like it mixed. I like it straight, and I really want to do that. And I know they're having like a kind of a bar type of event, and I'm really jealous about the people who get to attend that one because I wasn't invited. But Patricia Bright, like, come on, like, I have to be grateful for that. Okay, and my face is still a little bit flat, so I am going to do a powder bronzer. I'm going to go in with this. I just got this in the mail from Pixie. This is the Summer Glow Palette Sheer Sunshine. Goodness, that's a tongue twister. And I think I'm going to take this color right here, and I'm going to put that in, like, as a transition for my bronzer contour. I've been loving this angled brush. I have been loving this angled brush from Sigma. This is the Sigma F40, and I'm going to actually put it in this thing. This stained. It's really dirty. I need to wash my brushes. But I'm going to dip into that, and we're going to... Ooh, that's pretty. It's a little bit pink. But I really want to try this as bronzer. I'm using really light. I'm like really light-handed with it. I know I'm holding my brush to the, but it's because I need to have control of it because I go too heavy-handed too easily. So I try to always have control of my brushes, and that is why. But I am going really, really light on the pressure. So these are 2 shades that I'm gonna be going with. These are my 2, well, actually Sunday Brunch is my favorite highlight from Kylie. This is my favorite blush from Kylie. It's really peachy, it's really pink at the same time. I really, really love this shade. So I always go in with my highlighter first because I like to blend in like the harshness away. So like I'll put my highlight, I like to put it right here and I kind of bring up under my eye a little bit. Oh, this is pretty. I haven't used this in a while. That is gorgeous. Okay, so I just concentrate right here and like under my eye so it brightens it because it'll keep the shadow from here from coming through it all. So I really just like to have that right there, and then I do take it along my forehead just a tad, just like whatever's left over on the brush, and then on my nose too, even though I never show you guys this. There we go. And then for the blush, I'm going to be using the Luxie 660 brush, and I am going to, this is actually a precision foundation brush, but I'm going to blush with it. And what I do is I take my blush right back here and concentrate it because I already have big cheeks, so I do not want to emphasize that at all. Like I just keep it right there and bam, we're good. And then the nose. Sometimes I do my temples, but recently I have not been, especially because we were kind of heavy on the eyes today. We're gonna finish the eyes, and I'm actually just gonna go ahead and do this on camera. I'm gonna take the Laura Mercier Caviar Stick in the shade Indigo. It's a nice blue color, and we are going to pop that in our waterline. And I really love these. I have so many of these, and I really need to use them more. These are gorgeous. Like I really highly recommend them. They're kind of pricey, but you know, if you want a good product, you know, you gotta pay the price. But I think I'm actually going to go in with I don't want to mess this up, but I'm going to go in with Disco. I'm going to go in with Disco on the, lower lash line. I'm kind of scared to do this, but I think it's going to be really pretty. I never do that lower lash line thing on like with shimmers. So I'm going to do it and see, I mean, what's the worst that can happen? So we're going to try this. Y'all wish me luck really quick. And ooh, oh, that's actually, oh my gosh, that's so pretty. I just gotta build it up some. Okay, good choice, Micaylah. Ooh, y'all, that was a good choice that I made right there. Came out so, oh, that came out so pretty. And for mascara, I didn't want to put, I'm using the Wet n Wild volume mascara, mega volume mascara on my lower lashes and my lashes. Just a light layer, nothing too dramatic. I need to pop that that lash back in place. Okay, and for lips today, we're going in with my favorite lip liner at the moment, which is Hot Chai from Kylie Cosmetics, and we're going with the Glamour Deck lip gloss, and this is shade number 6 or 960. I'm not sure, but yeah, that's what we're doing today. Y'all, my skin looks so smooth from that powder. Really? Micaylah, really? Is this ice? Okay, this is Hot Chai. It looks a little bit lighter than usual. Okay, and then we're gonna pop on the gloss, which I actually used the other day, and I was really obsessed with it. I think I'm gonna put the eyeliner all over, not the eyeliner, the lip gloss. I mean the lip liner all over my lip. It has that blue shift to it, like like the eyes, so I feel like a really good one for this. And that is the finished look, you guys. I am obsessed with it. I honestly really love this look. I am glad that I followed through and kept trying. Okay, so rundown, I love the new shade in Laura Mercier translucent powder. The palette, I would definitely take it with a grain of salt because it is drugstore. It's not, I don't feel like it's e.l.f.'s eyeshadow quality, honestly. Like, I feel like they could have did a little bit better on it, but it did work. Like, it works. The lashes, they're really comfortable. They're really lightweight. My eyes aren't tired. They're easy to put on. The primer, definitely try out Jewell primers. And yeah, everything else is like, and definitely check out these Kylie bronzers because they are lit. And I don't know why people aren't talking about them. But you guys, that is it for the video. And I enjoyed talking to you guys. Hopefully I continue to be talkative because I like this is easier to edit, and two, I just really love to be here. Don't forget to subscribe, like this video, and yeah, I will see you in my next video because this look is just, it's so pretty, so summery, so glam, just yeah. So I'll see you in my next video.